Shaq won't tell the builder up. Now she ready, 2 straight cut. Go and get her. Get her, get her, get her. Got her good. Go and get her. Get her, get her, got her good. Sit back and watch me as I use it. Step up on the mic, pimpin', watch how I abuse it. Name is Woody Joe, homie, don't get me confused with any other dude in the game who do music. Why? Cause he ain't me and I ain't him. Black Kaep hat with the matching Tim. Lighters up like Little Kim. He see us, we doing him. His future is looking slim. Water boys, you seeing them. More weight to the gym, come shop with them. Let's go! Get him, got him, good. Get him, got him, good. He's a hater, gotta go. He's a hater, get him, fuck. Get him, got him, good. Get him, got him, good. He's a hater, gotta go. Get him, got him, good.
Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedugstewartshow.com. The number is 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedugstewartshow.com. Once again, call the show, man. Talking about last night, I'm looking at this box score, man, and you know what, it's strange because I am a fan of James Harden. I continue to say, and I've said it a lot over the last couple of weeks, man, that I just think dude picked the wrong year to have the phenomenal year that he did. Talking about the MVP, like it shouldn't even be a question. The MVP should be Russell Westbrook, and I think after last night, that definitely says that. I want to reel it back a little bit though, man, because I do need to put into the equation what this man did all year. Phenomenal. But here's the thing about it, man. He's been a phenomenal player. I love his game. I can't think of too many players that I've seen play, not just this year, but ever, the sport of basketball in the NBA, man, that could get his shot like James Harden. That being said, last night was strange as hell. And listen, I don't want everybody to go say, oh, Doug Stewart said that they were point shaving. I'm just saying last night was one of those types of games where you scratch your head, okay? You scratch your head. This man took 11 shots last night. This man didn't take a shot till like the middle of the second period or something like that. That shit don't add up. Let me get into the details of this game, and you can call the show at 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedugstewartshow.com. The San Antonio Spurs eliminated James Harden and the Houston Rockets with a 114-75. Wait a minute, 25, 35, a 39-point loss at home? Hold up, wait a minute. Wait. Let me do this again, man. I'm not good at math, man, and I didn't do this. I just kept looking at the score. Let me do this. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. 75. So 75 to 100, that's 25. That's 25 points right there. You're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. I need to make sure I'm doing this right. 25. All right, so 75 to 100 is 25. Then you got another 10. So that's 35. And then there's 4 more because it's 14. 39-point loss at home? You got to be kidding me. In a game that they have to win to proceed in the playoffs, at home you lose by 39 points? Huh? Let me stop a second, man. And I did all of this last night, but I'm doing it again. I'm doing it again right now. Let me stop and think about that for a second. 39 points at home? That's unprecedented. That's unbelievable. I mean, just the fact that you're home means that you lose by a couple of points. If you're home, I can't remember ever a time before where a team at home, down 3-2, loses by 40 points damn near. LaMarcus Aldridge had a great night last night, a season-high 34 points, even though they didn't have Kawhi Leonard. Aldridge, who was in his 11th season and second in San Antonio, had failed to get out of the second round in his previous 6 postseason trips, so congratulations to him. He added 12 rebounds in the second big game of the Western Conference semifinal series to pick up the scoring slack without Kawhi Leonard once again. Aldridge became the first Spur to score 34 points with 12 boards in a playoff game since Tim Duncan did it against Phoenix back in 2008. Ball award to LaMarcus Aldridge. Let me just say that. Wow. Ball award to that guy. The Spurs were up by 19 by halftime in a game that was over quickly and didn't let up to reach the Western Conference Finals for the first time since winning the title in 2014. Trevor Ariza, I mentioned him a little bit earlier, led Houston with 20 points on a night when MVP hopeful James Harden capped a stellar season by tying a season low with 10 points on 2 of 11 shooting. Then this ninja filed out of the game. Here's a quote. "Everything falls on my shoulders," he said. "I take responsibility for it, both ends of the floor. It's tough, especially the way we lost at home for Game 6. But it happened, and we move forward." And if you saw these comments, man, this guy is he's like a freaking android, a cyborg or whatever. One of them damn robot computer thing, men, whatever. And the guy just has, like, no emotion, man. Yeah, and he said the right things. Everything falls on me. That's what you're supposed to say when you're the team leader and the guy making the most money and the guy that's, in the running for the league MVP. But he had the little hood on his head. He had the little hood on his head, little Gucci little hoodie on. Like he was just happy to answer these questions, no emotion. Like, your ass should have been crying. No, I'm serious. I'm serious about this. I'm serious about this. That game and that scenario, to lose like that, to have the performance that you had, you running for the league MVP, I need to see some damn tears. I need to see a couple of damn tears drop. That man had on his little hoodie. He had his damn beard picked out. You know James Harden liked the strip club, right? Chances are that man's still at the strip club right now popping bottles. That man didn't shed damn tear last night, had on his hoodie, his beard was picked out. He's still at Magic City right now. Or whatever the equivalent is in Houston. Houston was already down 50-29 when Harden took his first shot midway through the second quarter. They were down 50. All right, so listen, I need somebody to explain this to me. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. How are you the MVP, second in the league in scoring? All right, how are you in the conversation for the league MVP, second in the league in scoring, I believe, right behind Russell Westbrook, and you don't take your first shot until midway through the second quarter, and your team is down 50-29? I'm telling you, it don't make sense. Like, none of this makes sense. I'm not saying the man was point shaving. I'm just saying last night was a point shaving performance type game. Right. Do not go back and tell anybody Doug Stewart said James Harden was point shaving. Don't do that. I don't get down like that. All right? I don't have any proof of anything. All I know is that these things aren't adding up. It's not adding up. A guy that takes all of the damn shots that he wants. Even if they're playing tough defense, double teaming, triple teaming them, whatever, man, you still would think that at some point within a whole period in Game 6 of the Western Conference semifinals that he would try to get to the basket, try to get to the free throw line. The man didn't take a shot till the middle of the second quarter. This isn't adding up. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. The Rockets used a 7-2 spurt after that with 3-pointers from Ariza and Eric Gordon to cut the lead to 71-50 with about 7 minutes remaining in the third quarter. A 3-pointer by Harden not long after that got Houston within 20, but San Antonio scored the next 4 points to make it a 77-53 lead a couple of minutes later. Houston, which relied on its three-point shooting to get this far, couldn't make shots from long range. Listen to this, 13 of 40. The Rockets also had trouble scoring in general, making just 28.6% of their shots overall. Listen to this defense, man. And they always say defense wins championships. The Spurs held the Rockets to less than 100 points for the third time in the series after they'd been limited to less than 100 points just 5 times in the regular seasons. Let's stop right there for a second. Listen to the Doug Stewart Show. Let's stop right there for a second. In 82 games this year for the Houston Rockets, they scored under 100 points only 5 times. The Houston Rockets scored under 100 points 3 times just in this series. I'm telling you, this shit ain't adding up. It ain't adding up. Once again, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, to remind you, this was Game 6. Win or go home in the case of the Houston Rockets. The 75 points Houston scored on Thursday night was a season low. So in the playoff, you have your lowest scoring game. It was a season low and the fewest points the franchise has scored in a playoff game since managing just 70 against the Lakers way back in 2009, 8 years ago. Shit ain't adding up, man. Game 1 of the conference finals is Sunday against the Golden State Warriors. That should be entertaining, to say the least. It worked out real good that Kawhi Leonard didn't even play last night. And they're saying that this cat could have played. But it worked out real good. They didn't need him. It's very interesting how good San Antonio plays without James Harden. They've done this this year. But Kawhi Leonard's going to be 100%, or should be around 100% by the time Sunday rolls around. So they kind of rolled the dice last night saying Harden or Leonard. Leonard could play, but, they were just going to, take their chances, let them rest. If they had lost last night, they would have had a Game 7 back in San Antonio, so Harden would have been able to play that game. I keep saying Harden. Leonard would have been able to play that game. But such is not the case. They didn't even need it. Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals this Sunday against the Golden State Warriors. Wow. Speaking of that Leonard thing, the Spurs are now 5-0 in games without Leonard and Parker this season. That's an interesting stat. And this is another guy in Kawhi Leonard that's being talked about for the MVP award. He'll probably come in, I don't know, maybe 4th. He might even come in 3rd in front of LeBron James. But the order is going to be, somewhere between those 4 guys. Probably Russell Westbrook, Harden number 2, and it's a coin toss, and LeBron and Kawhi Leonard probably at number 3. But in the 5 games this year that San Antonio has played without Kawhi Leonard and Tony Parker, they're 5-0. That's a very ominous stat. And I guess not a good stat if you're looking at James Harden or Kawhi Leonard and his input with this team and the success of this team this year. But it is what it is, man. Greg Popovich, he did a fantastic job. Held these cats under 100 points 3 times. That had only happened 5 times this year. And punk-ass Mike D'Antoni, man.